Of course, of course. So for those that are watching, we got Moe Soofi in the building. We got Moe T in the building. We should have more people joining us, hopefully, throughout this show. I don't know why Tony's not here yet, but I think Tony either is going to try to make a grand entrance. Who's that? Little Moe Soofi right there, Mo?
I got one of the little, I got little Moe Soofi right here, and then I got the other one, and then I got the other one upstairs doing what he's doing. I don't know.
What's their names, Mo? What's their names?
Zayd, Yusuf, and then Amina's upstairs.
There we go. There we go. We got the Soofis in the building. What's up, little fellas? You know, I just want to let you guys know that your dad is a legend. Your dad is a legend. All right, he is. For those,
they'll know.
They'll know. If y'all don't know now, you guys will eventually know. All right. My wife said she don't see me live on Instagram. I think now we are on. If you are watching the Instagram, I think we're good to go now on Instagram. What's going on, fellas? Moe Soof, man, how you been, man? Football season's about to end. How's everything with you, man?
Man, alhamdulillah for everything. But yeah, man, after the Super Bowl, man, your weekends, your Sundays turn into depression mode almost, man.
It's true. That is true.
I look forward to the Super Bowl, but after it's like, damn, what do you do on Sundays?
It's true. It's true. I heard that you're supposed to spend time with your family. That's what I heard.
Well, that's always, that's a given. That's a given. But there's nothing like a football Sunday. You guys know that, man. It's just a great feeling, man. I don't know what it is, just to be in front of a TV for 12 hours and just checking out your fantasy team. And I don't know, man. It's something that we enjoy doing.
Moe T, what's going on, man? How you been, man? We haven't had you on here in like over a month, man. How's everything?
Nah, it's good to be back, man. It's also good to be on the show with an original shark. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I agree with Soofi, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to turn it to, spend a little time with with the wife. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been, 3-4 months. Taking our, taking our Sundays off. You know what I'm saying? So we got to dedicate some time to them now.
All right, and I heard a choop in the background. I don't know if this is true. Is this Uncle Eddie in the building?
Yes, sir.
What up, Uncle Ed? Uncle Ed is in the building as well. Uncle Ed, whenever you got time, I know you're probably driving home right now or something, but if people want to see you, you have to turn on your camera so that people want to see the face behind who is Uncle Ed. There you go. We got the scarf on. What you looking all friend?
The smoothest guy I know right there.
What's good, Soof?
Hey,
what's up, man?
The top two smoothest guys we know is right there just talking to each other. Moe Soofi and Uncle Eddie for sure.
Nah, he's smooth. I'll tell you that. I'm not smooth. He's mashallah, man. Eddie's got that calm he's just smooth, man.
Hey.
Oh, love, my baby. Hey, I learned from the best.
Listen, we are here to talk about Super Bowl. Hey, we're here to talk Super Bowl, but I want to ask Moe T a quick question. All right,
sure.
Game on the line. All right, you got the ball as a point guard. Who you throwing it to in the post? Moe Soofi or Uncle Eddie for that final point?
Let me tell you something, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Uncle Ed, when he woke up today in the morning, put that suit on, he put the scarf on with it, the unnecessary scarf. All right? But if I would have passed the ball, man, I'm going with the shark. I'm going with the original shark, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate the kind words, but honestly, real talk, the guy that got me going in the post was Adnan. No lie.
For sure.
100%. He's the one that first. I was playing against him, and this guy was posting me up all day, taking me to school, man. And I said, you know what? I'm getting older. I better learn how to play in the post.
No, that's true. Uncle Eddie, Uncle Eddie, to me, like from his brothers, we all know Nash's, little run and stuff. But Uncle Eddie is still playing, so I put Uncle Eddie number 1 for sure.
Let me ask you this question, Moe Soofi.
The originator.
For those that are young like myself, or somewhat young, I guess now, what was your game while growing up? Like, were you a post-up player? I feel like that's something you learned over time.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you, Moe Soof.
You know what? A long time ago, I used to be pretty much, I was like a fat kid. So what I would do a long time ago, I would just back people up and then hit the box. So I used to play in the post. And then I got older. I played football in high school. I got into shape. I grew into my body. I lost a lot of weight. Then I just started playing, I started playing like shooting. A guard. And then as I got older, I readjusted back into the post again. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of did a complete 180.
All right, Robbie Hussein just said real talk. They don't know about 2006 through 2008 age. I don't know if you guys know Robbie Hussein. That's the first one from me. I don't know if y'all friends with him, but with that said, if y'all ready to roll, I'm ready to roll to talk about some football because that's why we're here. Welcome, by the way, for those that are watching. Again, we are on debate night. MotivateMe313. We're here to talk Super Bowl. I wonder why Tony has not showed up yet. You guys think that he backed down? Because of what I said in the group chat, he probably didn't want to show his face, man. That's Tony for you guys. I know one of you guys are free to text him and say where you at, but if y'all can, because my phones are all occupied right now for recording. But again, my name is Omar T from MotivateMe313, also the Fantasy Guyz. We got Moe Soofi here. You got Moe T. We got Uncle Ed. Hopefully we have some more others popping in eventually by the end of the show. But we got the Super Bowl this Sunday. You got the Chiefs. You got the Buccaneers. We'll talk more about the Super Bowl later on. But today we're going to just talk about some hot topics in the NFL and also some of the greatest NFL Super Bowl moments, teams, plays, and all that other stuff. So, look at this. Abdullah is already chiming in, by the way. He said Tony doesn't want to show his face with two legends that always beats him. So Abdullah said he doesn't want to show his face to two legends that always beat him. I'm assuming he's talking about Moe Soofi and Uncle Eddie. So here we go. Abdullah already starting us off, and then Robbie Hussein said the OGs. Okay, that's what he just mentioned. So there you guys go. So Moe Soofi, as you guys know, the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams shook up the NFL world this past Saturday. Making a trade that took the headlines of the Super Bowl for at least a couple days. So, Soofi, what do you think about the trade? What grade will you give the Lions, and just what are your overall thoughts?
I give the Lions an A+. I love the trade. They had to rebuild, man. I mean, Stafford, I love Stafford. He's an above-average quarterback, but he's been here over 10 years, and we haven't really done much with him. And I'm happy for him as well because now I think he gets to really showcase his skills with the Rams. I think he's going to do good, and I think he's going to thrive there. I think it's a great trade for both teams, man. The Lions needed to do it. The Rams need to do it. They got a small window where they need to win now, and he might be the guy to take them to the next level. And we're building for the future. And I mean, to give us two first-round picks, a third-round pick, and a serviceable quarterback, I'll take it.
Who got the best cheesesteak?
Hey, there it goes. Fattest of fattest. Fattest of fattest is here. All right. Zax and Danny said Eddie is dressed up for the show. That's what Uncle Eddie does. He gets dressed up for these big moments. But first of all, what up, Feast? He asked who has the best cheesecake, and Soofi said not you, Fattest. How do you feel about that, Fattest?
We all know that is not a fact.
By the way, do you go by the name Fattest or by James Mubb? I want to make sure we address you correctly. It's probably
James Mubb.
James Mubb. There we go. All right. Here we go. We got Tony about to enter the meeting. I'm gonna go with you, Uncle Eddie, while Tony joins us. What do you think about the trade, by the way?
I've been wanting this trade to happen years ago. I think Stafford is a nice quarterback. But it's time for us to move on, and it's time for him to move on.
The best.
There you go. Tony is in. BG is in.
Somebody said cheesecake?
Cheesecake. Who had the cheesecake?
Everyone's the best cheesecake.
Hey, debate night. Who has the best cheesecake? BG or Fattest and Fattest? That is the debate.
Come on, that's not even a debate.
Honestly, based on the draft, the fantasy draft day, if we're basing it on that, and that's all I can base it on, it's no debate.
Alright.
No debate. The guy gave me the tape. So what do you want it, man? I didn't want to eat it.
Hey, so before we do
I
that,
will get my chance. I will get my chance
Hey,
again.
he's counting that Soofi ate it 10 times. That doesn't count.
Oh my God, that was hilarious, man. Soofi was like, "Yeah, man, I'm good." He was like, "Yo, man, just try it." And being that Soofi's a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, "All right, man, yeah, you know what? I'll do that, right?" And
And the funny thing is, that was the first time we ever met Soofi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Soofi was like being nice. He gave him the fork. Soofi takes a bite, and then he's like, he puts it down. He's like, "What are you doing, man? Eat all of it." Soofi was like, I was looking at Soofi struggling, man.
Oh, no.
all right, so
Is Nabil in the room? Nabil knows what he did.
not yet. Nabil is not yet in the room, but we do have the host right here because I'm not the host for this week. Ali Thabit is the host for this week. Hopefully, inshallah, we'll be able to sit together. Dr. L's also in the building. L, you want to chime in and give us your comments about the Stafford trade with the Los Angeles Rams?
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to Soofi on Facebook and I joined, and I agree with everything Soofi says. Soofi's, is a shark. He's got a shark mind. He knows that we had enough with that guy, and it's time to move on, man. New regime. He did all he could do with us in Detroit.
All right, and Ali, Dr. L, by the way, I have another question for you, and that is, can you tell us something about Tony, about why is Tony, Tony? I guess I'm gonna leave it as that. Why is Tony Tony?
Whoa. Did everybody take turns? Because I just jumped in right now, not expecting all this. Like, what was said before? I want to know what Soofi said about.
Let's just say.
Go back and rewatch this.
Let's just say you're gonna.
You should have been on the Zoom call on time.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I did say I was going to play. So
Fatty loves to be fashionably late. He does. He tries. Everyone's always that way.
He's definitely been late for 2021. He's definitely been late all year so far.
I mean, my dad had to go and knock on his window to get on the Zoom call.
Hey, I do wanna. First of all, Dave Farver just joined us too.
Those days, man.
Hey, that is hilarious. But I do want to mention that Tony, you asked what was said. Let's just say you're gonna question your relationship with Uncle Eddie after you watched the beginning of the show because he was going hard on you, Tony. Alright.
You know what? That usually happens. That's the aftermath of getting locked down and being on the bench all last night. You know what I'm saying? He's frustrated and, understandably so. But it is one of those situations, man. I'm sorry.
Never.
Hey, somebody is roasting Bad Computer's iPhone right now. That's Uncle Eddie right there, Bad Computer's iPhone. You have to change your name, Uncle Ed.
I don't know how to do all that right now.
Alright, so let's get back to business. While we are here, I think Nooney right now. Nooney's in the building with Ali right now. That's what we're hearing right now. Moe Tizzle, thoughts on the Stafford trade?
Yeah, man, Soofi read my mind. You know what I'm saying? Just like how all sharks do. But yeah, man, I'm just disappointed about everybody, around the media world saying that the Rams won the trade or the Rams are gonna be this upgrade. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I love Stafford. You know what I'm saying? And I think we won by a lot. I think we won this trade by a lot. Like when it first happened, I said I can't believe the Rams gave up that much for Stafford because we know Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Detroit fans know Stafford. We've seen his ups and downs. And like Soofi said, he's an above average quarterback at best. At best. You know what I'm saying? He won us some games, he lost us some games, and I think the Rams are, of course, a better team than the Lions. Is he an upgrade? A little bit, but will he take them to the promised land? We'll see, man. But I just think the Lions won by a lot.
BG, what are your thoughts?
We got a younger Stafford, plus 2 first-rounders, and a 3rd-round pick. And we can cut him after next year with no salary cap implication.
Yep. Man, I can't wait till it's my turn, man, because I'm going off on all y'all, and I'm doing myself.
2 years ago, if I told you Stafford for golf, heads up, you'd be like, everybody would say, hell no. What happened?
Yeah.
No, you'll think about it. You'll think about the BG, but if you throw in 2 first rounds and a third,
All day. I would have, listen,
All day.
I would have took the 2 first rounds and the third without golf. And
Yes.
static.
100%.
And now,
At
it's
this
experiment. He works, he doesn't, you move on.
Okay.
At this point, I would have took 1 first round pick.
Facts.
I'm
We
not-
were debating that. We were like, is he worth it?
Nobody was debating it. Nobody was debating it.
I don't know what the
No, we
were
talked-
thinking.
Hey, the
talked during
Rams-
hookah hour.
Hey, the Rams.
We talked during hookah hour saying that is he worth a first round pick?
Yeah, but everybody was saying, yeah, he was worth a first round pick. What are you guys talking about? We didn't even
I
want to
know.
say 21.
First one.
Okay, so Tony, what are your thoughts on the whole situation?
Man, let me tell you something. The happiest person, the person that won the trade, is Matthew Stafford. That's who won the trade. They got the Lions. I mean, look, the Rams went all in. They got a better quarterback. I don't know how all of a sudden, homegrown, Lions fans, they don't know greatness when they see it in front of them. This is the problem, right? Everybody always talks about the grass being greener on the other side, man. Everybody and their mama in the media world is saying how the Rams won it. The Lions basically.
Bro, I don't know what media you're listening to.
Man.
Anyway,
There are some outlets.
Hey,
bro, all of them.
Did you call Stafford great?
right?
Absolutely, I called him great. Absolutely, I called him.
Hey, listen, hey.
Absolutely. He's a great player in a freaking dysfunctional organization. Hey, hey, let me tell you something, man. You know what? I'll tell you what. Stafford's gonna answer his own questions, right? Whether he was great or he's a bum. Because Stafford, if you look at the history of the Detroit Lions, right? They have not been able to escape. He is the first star that has really been able to escape the Lions organization.
The last time Stafford.
Alan Johnson couldn't do it. Barry Sanders couldn't do it. Yeah, but you're holding that. What do you mean the last thing? It's a 53-man roster. That football is unlike any other sport.
He's not
Man, he's not a winner. He's not a winner. Look, man. He's not a winner.
Nothing with LA.
All right.
If the Rams,
Bro,
if the
yeah.
Rams,
Look
if
at
the
all
Rams win,
And God got them to the Super Bowl. I bet you Stafford won't.
All right, so
if the Rams win, if the Rams
Why do you guys act like it's a one?
It's 'cause of their defense.
One guy. Their defense is good, and I guarantee you. Listen, I ain't come on here to yell, but I feel like I have to.
Hey, as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, he's only one guy. That's greatness.
Oh, okay, greatness, because Rodgers is one of the people were talking about him being one of the greatest of all time. If not, that guy, the host of this show talks about, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback in NFL history. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, I'm telling you.
talent-wise.
Please tell me you're not serious. So you cannot hold. This is the problem, man. Everybody listens. Everybody's programmed to think that, championships are everything. Championships are not a measure of who is great and who is not.
No, he's won nothing. He hasn't even won a division.
Guys,
Championships don't won a playoff game.
I'm now going to tell you championships should not be criteria.
That's a loser
They
mentality.
make it.
Yes.
Man, they make it like it's a... Man, get the hell out of here, man.
all right.
Championships don't matter. What the hell does matter?
All right, because Trent Dilfer is sweet. Because Joe Flacco is
They won.
nice.
Listen, they won one championship.
That's not-
They didn't win because of them.
It doesn't
They won
matter.
because
It doesn't. Okay, so Trent Dilfer won a championship. Joe Flacco won a championship.
Hold
And
on,
Aaron
we're not
Rodgers won a
talking about
championship.
Greg
Are they all on the same level? They're not on the same level.
Okay.
Guys,
Every time Tony feel like he's cornered, he want to change the subject and change. We're talking about one thing, and it's Stafford. All right? We know he's
We are talking about Stafford, but the problem is, the problem is,
right. What has he done? He hasn't done shit.
the problem is, he's done more than any other quarterback in Lions history. In
Hey,
history,
Say what, Simon?
Hey.
Say what.
he is the greatest.
Okay.
Again,
Tony is a douche.
yes, hey. Hey, I got a comment from a random viewer that said Tony is a douche. All right, somebody from this group chat said it. I'm not gonna say nothing. All right, I'm not gonna say who it was.
it's a family show, assholes.
Hey, says the guy. All right, so we got comments. First of all, Pavel Martin just said, "What's up, brothers? Man, good to see everybody." And then right after that, he says, "Fahmy, shut up." By the way, that's the next comment. By the way, just want to throw that out there.
Who said that?
Pavel Martin. I want to make sure.
Oh, his name is Pavel.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I remember Pavel.
All right, and then
Yeah, I remember Pavel.
Pronto, baby.
So-
You remember what happened, Pavel?
so we got Abdul Fahi. Abdul Fahi, by the way, is definitely. I mean, first of all, he said that he agreed with Tony about Matt Stafford wanting the trade, but then he did agree with everyone else saying that he's average or above average at best. And I just also want to throw it out there that you guys know, I don't know if y'all read it, but Matt Stafford declined going to Carolina, and I heard that we're about to send him
No,
to
the
Carolina.
Patriots, not Carolina.
I heard Carolina too.
Carolina.
I heard Carolina too, and
And Carolina. You know, he knows he's not a winner. He would have been
No, see, I respect the Lions did though. You know what I'm saying? Like what Matt Stafford did to the franchise. I mean, he did some good. I'm talking about for the community. You know, even for the team, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? What he dealt with the different coaches.
Put the Lions back on the map.
Bro, he didn't do shit.
Back on the map? No.
My man, I look at it like this. Why everybody acting like
go to the games no more?
Why
He said he
is
put the Lions back on the map.
Why
The Lions
does
been on the
everybody?
state of Michigan map. That's about it.
My man, why does
They
everybody?
put him on no map.
Why does
What map is
everybody act
it?
like
What map are you looking at?
He's looking at the city of Detroit map.
I'm telling you, man. The hell?
All I know is I'm rooting for him in Los Angeles.
Man, all I'm
We
saying
all are,
is,
we all are, man.
Matt Stafford
Guy did a lot for
made the
team.
Lions
He did a lot for the
respectable.
team. But what the hell did he do? He didn't put us on the map.
Yeah, for sure.
He made the Lions respectable.
I think Ali right now.
They're average. They're average. Honestly, the way you're talking, Fanny, you just seem like you're just happy with average.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm happy with average? You know what?
You
My man, why you act like y'all Lions
I'm
fans?
saying. You said they took the team back to respectability. Okay, that's average.
Yes, he did. He took them to the playoffs. He took them to the playoffs.
You're not going to judge a team
Okay.
for championships. That's okay. So what are you going to judge?
You can't just. See, that's the problem with you, man. You're a hell of a salesman. You know why? Because you always change the narrative.
I didn't change
Don't
nothing.
say
You said it.
I said
You
that's
did say
it. I said don't judge it only by a championship. Make it part of the criteria, but you can't call somebody a bum because
I didn't call him a bum. I said he's very good. Very good doesn't mean they're a bum. You
Yeah.
know that, right?
Hey, I just want to throw two things out there. Number one, I think Ali was trying to teach Nooney for that last 10 seconds to say Tony is a douche, but we didn't get that out of there. That's his son.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Number two,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
guys, Tony was talking so much that Dave Farver ended up leaving the chat and commenting in the chat, commenting on Facebook instead of being here with us on Zoom. But he said, by the way, Ahmed Soofi agrees with Tony saying not average, by the way. Then Dave Farver says Stafford's an upgrade from golf. The defense is ready to win now, and Stafford can stretch the field better than golf, and Lions got some opportunities to build for the future. So going back to what we're saying is, I don't disagree with Tony saying that Stafford is not. I mean, obviously, I don't think he's a bum. I think he's a good quarterback, like Soofi said. He's a good quarterback, but it was time to move on for everybody. Everybody, it was time to move on. It was time to move on for him. It was time for the Lions to move on.
Sit your ass up.
So that's what Moe T. Who you talking to right now, Moe T? You said Sal?
Oh shit! I thought I muted it, bro.
That boy Moe T. We getting the whole family in here right now, man. But so yeah, just want to share that. But let's move on from Stafford because that's not why we're here. We're already 25 minutes in. That's what the Lions do to us, by the way. It gets us yelling.
I'm on one thing. You know, I call Stafford a bum, and I don't mean that he's a bum. That's just frustration out of over a decade, and we still haven't done anything. So in my eyes, he's a bum football player for the Detroit Lions. I hope he does well.
Right.
Adnan is
Because that flag came out of nowhere.
You picked him up, the number 1 pick. You picked him up. You just had high expectations.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
You'd win a playoff game at least. You'd be competing
Very
more.
well deserved.
You'd win
I'm
it
glad.
at least once.
I'm glad. Where does Stafford go in fantasy?
Very well deserved.
Stafford
There
should be
are
a top
some
10.
quarterbacks that he's exceeded.
Hey guys. By the way, Fenby made a comment earlier talking about he put Lions on the map. Like he hasn't won the conference yet.
I know.
That's what right now.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So he hasn't won the conference. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about somebody putting the Lions on the map, division. Barry Sanders did that. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Barry Sanders did that. But he's going. He's on. Hold on.
You babies are too young to know. Okay? Lions had.
Yeah, he's going to a division.
All that junk.
All right, so no, Moe T. Go ahead, Moe T.
Yeah. He's going to a division that has great quarterbacks over there. You know, you talk about Russell Wilson, you talk about Kyler Murray, and San Francisco is about to get a badass quarterback too. They ain't rolling with Jimmy G. So he's gonna have to compete with that. In our division, the only person you have to compete with was Aaron Rodgers. All right. So everybody made this. Aaron Rodgers is great. Okay, we'll see what he do over there.
All right.
Jimmy's great.
By the way, I just want to let you know, Abdullah Fahi agrees with Moe T. He said that Mitch Trubisky won a division and Matthew Stafford did not. By the way, that's
right. And Mitch Trubisky is better than Matthew Stafford, right?
No,
so everybody
that's
here,
not the case.
Everybody here thinks Trubisky.
No, he's not.
Right. So everybody thinks that he's better, right?
No.
Everybody does.
You're putting words in our mouth.
No. Because he's never won a division. So why want some great?
Listen, we had a chance to win a division. He has not won a division. He is not.
We had a chance. We had a chance to win a division. Stafford had a chance to win a division, but he let Matt Flynn beat him. Flynn.
Oh my God. That is not. Hold on. Stop.
Wow.
Stop. That's not the same game.
Hey, I'm on next subject.
That is not the same game.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Hey, Fattest. I'm
He
sorry.
had a chance to win the division with Aaron Rodgers twice, and he couldn't do it. But Aaron Rodgers is great. Green Bay organization, great. Here's the problem, man. We are gonna be longing for the days when we were making the playoffs. Look, I'm all about everybody had to move on. We all agree on that. But
we've been in the playoffs 3 years.
When Matthew Stafford is bringing the team back in the fourth quarter, which he had a lot of fourth quarter comebacks, the argument was, oh, well, he got him there in the first place. No, he didn't. His defense did.
Yeah, okay, so.
Eric Ebron did.
Telling me,
You can't fault him.
Hey,
You can't fault him for Eric Ebron.
All right.
Hey, Tom,
Eric
so you
Ebron is
telling
a
me?
trash killer. Everybody talks about Calvin Johnson being great. He dropped a lot of balls, but he's still great. Why does they not hold the same standard for Matthew Stafford?
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you telling me we're not gonna win? And we're not close to winning?
I'm gonna tell you we're not close to winning.
I'll bite your knee off.
Alright. Anyways, I'm sorry, James Mubb, can you give us an update on what Tony is right quick? James Mubb, are you still with us? Please give us an update if you are, anytime you are live.
Who is this James Mubb character?
Yeah, we just want to know what Tony is, James Mubb.
A douche.
There you go. Alright, we appreciate it. Thank you, James Moe.
That's not a recorded. That's not a recorded.
Alright, James Moe, we appreciate it. Alright, so let's move on to the next question, fellas. So we're gonna talk Super Bowl, okay? We're gonna talk different parts about Super Bowl. So my first question to you guys is, who is or what team was the greatest Super Bowl defensive team that won the Super Bowl? Alright, so what team was the greatest defensive team that you guys watched that ended up winning it all as well? That didn't just get there but won it all, alright? So I'm gonna start off with Mo Soofi. Soofi, who you got?
I think this is easy. It didn't take that long to figure it out.
Very easy.
The 2000 Ravens, man.
Facts.
Boom.
There we
That
go.
was, man, you couldn't run the ball on those guys. They were just Ray Lewis.
Who was their quarterback?
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed wasn't on the 2000. He was on the later one.
Yeah.
But they had the Goose, Tony,
Very good, son.
Tony Simmons.
Nose
Ed
tackle.
Robinson. No, they were great, man. And you said who was their quarterback? Was it Trent Dilfer, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what? What's your point?
Yeah.
Their defense won. Their defense won the championship. That was one of the all-time great teams. He didn't win the championship.
That means about to bring up the 85 Bears.
There you go,
They had a
Tony.
great quarterback, too.
He's the only one that was able to watch them.
Alright,
That was probably what? How old were you when the 85 Bears won?
There he comes.
14.
12? 15?
He was a
Here he
teenager.
comes.
He used to drive. He drove
No.
to watch the Super Bowl.
Hey, listen, man. This is what I love about this group. All right, specifically, what I hate most about Mo Soofi. Every year I get older. I get not 1 year old. Old. No. I'm saying as far as my birth date, right? It goes earlier. 1 year. 10 years ago, I was born in 1976. Now I'm born in the 60s.
No, here's the deal. This is how I figured out his age.
Go ahead. Tell me your math.
He graduated with
math.
Fozy. Everybody knows how old Fozy is.
Big Fo. Shout out to Big Fo.
He said you and him graduated together. That's all I'm doing.
Alright, so
I
are
was
we all...
graduating.
Now I was 15 in 85.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah.
Alright, so listen up.
I hope you ain't helping Emmett and Yusuf with their homework.
Alright, so are we all agreeing that the Ravens was the greatest defense of all time? Is that across the board from everybody that's over here? So then, what was the greatest offense that won the Super Bowl? There's a few that you can mention. I think the Rams, the greatest show on turf. They were a great offense. I think. I know y'all might say they're not, but I mean the Saints that 1 year when they won, their offense was clicking. I'm just thinking on my time. I know you guys might have a little more history with coming down to this kind of stuff, but me personally, I was gonna go with the Rams, the greatest show on turf. But I'm gonna let Uncle Eddie, you want to go first on this one? What's the greatest offense that won the Super Bowl?
You know what? I'm gonna have to ride with what you just said. Back then, they were the St. Louis Rams. Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Falk, man. They were just beautiful, man. Offense, and I also agree with what Soofi said about the defense, Baltimore.
All right, Ali, are you still with us here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so what is the greatest offense that won the Super Bowl of that you can remember?
Yeah, definitely the Rams, but man, you guys are. I mean, what Mahomes is doing too, man. This is the most recent. They're a good offense. They're a real good offense. The numbers that Tyreek and Kelsey put up match up against any duo in the history. For sure.
No, I agree. I was gonna say the Chiefs from last year too can be in that category. Moe T, who you got?
Hey, it's funny what Ali said right now about the Chiefs. I read something today, and they questioned, is Mahomes and Andy Reid the new Tom Brady and Belichick? You know what I'm saying? Think about it, guys, for a second, because the Chiefs is going to be in the Super Bowl probably for the next 10 years a lot of times. But going back to the defense, I agree with Soofi with the Ravens, but do you guys remember the Legion of Boom Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
When they beat down Peyton Manning after he had like 50-something touchdowns that year. You know what I'm saying? Denver Broncos were a great offense that year. And they beat them down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I think the final score was like 50 to like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, it was
You know, so I mean, I would put them in there.
No, I definitely, that is a great point, and they probably beat an offense that probably would have went down as probably the best offense in our lifetime in terms of Super Bowl winner, because they were putting up crazy numbers, those Denver Broncos. So that's a great point. Mo Soofi, who you got for greatest offense that won a Super Bowl?
I mean, I think, you know, the greatest show on turf. I mean, that's initially who I thought. But I mean, since everybody else is saying that, you could still go back in the middle of the 90s. It was either the Cowboys or the Niners. I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but man, whoever came out of the NFC between them two was going to win the Super Bowl. And they both had great offenses, man. You know, they had Joe Montana, Steve Young, you had Jerry Rice, you had the tight end. I forgot the name of the tight end for the Niners. You had
Clark.
What was his name?
Dwight Clark.
Was it Clark? No, that was before. I'm talking about the other one, man. Was it the same?
Vernon Davis.
No.
That's Tony's boy, Vernon Davis, by the way.
You know, and then the Cowboys, man, they had Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Alvin Harper, Michael Irvin, Moose. They had Novacek, I think. Was Novacek the tight end there?
Yep, Jay Novacek. Yep.
Yeah. You know, they had, dude, I mean, you could say that, but the Rams, man.
Deion Sanders.
Excitement, man. They were so fast. They were just so fast. The Rams, they were just up tempo. It was nice to watch. It was fun to watch.
All right. So Tony, go right ahead. Who did you have as the greatest offense? I got you, Fez.
Man, to be honest with you, I got you fast. What does that mean?
He's sending me personal messages.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would have to agree, man. I think recent history, man, tells us KC, man. KC's dominant. They're probably going to have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Tyreek Hill is a monster. Kelsey, is going to go down one of the greatest tight ends in history. They're missing that run game, but that Rams offense was complete. That's the one thing. And going back, Dallas had a great offense with the guys Soofi mentioned, but the offenses are not. They're so much far ahead of the defense. Like, this game right now is built for the offense to thrive. So, and pass the ball. More points, NFL wants that. All sports, man. That's really what it comes down to.
All right. I think we all shared our opinions on. By the way, Abdullah, I said Clark played with Montana and Novak played for Dallas during those times. Abdullah,
That boy, how he know?
Yeah, he's fact checking for us, man. All right, and then Zach and Danny said the Cowboys dominated the 90s, so they just wanted to make sure they're letting us know. So the next question I have for you guys, and I put down the greatest performance, and we could ask this, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Forget performance, all right? Because this one's going to be even a tougher one. Because I actually seen it today, and I was like, what a coincidence. On the day that we're going to do the show, somebody posted this, and this is a great question. What was the greatest play of all time Super Bowls? And I'm going to give you guys 4 to consider, but you guys can think of another one, all right? So first of all, since we talk about the Rams, greatest show on turf, you got the Rams, that big play that they had they tackled the Tennessee Titans player at the 1-yard line. By the way, watch that Super Bowl at Uncle Eddie's house. I just want to throw that out there. Number 2, you have the David.
That's at least to invite us over.
Yeah, you have we had an iPhone that joined us, by the way. I don't know who it is. It could be anybody from the group. So I just want to let y'all know an iPhone has joined us. So if you want to step up, who is that? That's Mo BMI Towing.
Mo
BMI Towing is in the building.
Yo! I'm still driving, yo! Is it working?
It is, it is.
I wanted to be the first one to roast Tony. Where he at?
He's right here.
Parked on the freeway.
The first
You
one?
wanted to be the first one?
You're the
42.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, wait a minute.
you're like the.
Oh, it's 8:40. My clock says 7:40. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Moment out. Hey, we're ready for any roast that you have for Tony. So go right ahead, man.
So I can tell you about my dream?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man.
Share your dream with us.
Hey, does Soofi know about the dream, dog?
No, I
No,
don't.
man, this is a
Intriguing.
family show. Please stop.
All right. So me and my boy Tom. So I was sitting at the Max. You know the Max is Saved by the Bell?
Yes.
So I'm sitting there enjoying my meal, and I look to my right, and I see Tony, Fat Me, Tone, Hussein with a full set of hair slicked back, with the biggest smile, looking at me like, boy.
I did it.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
No. Christmas / turkey, Hanukkah 8 came early, boy. Look at that.
Boy. Hey, you silly Moe Malahi. Hey, but Moe Malahi, at the moment right
Hey,
now.
don't forget about the white van though.
Hey, at the moment right now, what we're discussing is the greatest moment in Super Bowl history. So I mentioned the St. Louis Rams tackle at the 1 yard line against the Tennessee Titans. You had the David Tyree catch against the Patriots that ended up beating them on the undefeated season, stopped them from having an undefeated year. Big catch. And then they also had, if y'all remember, Santonio Holmes' touchdown against the Cardinals when Ben Roethlisberger threw it to him in the corner. That was a big touchdown.
Okay.
And I'm missing one more big one. Oh, Malcolm Butler. Yes, Malcolm Butler's interception to seal the deal for the Patriots. So, those are just four, but it could be anything else, but those are a great four, I thought. So I'm going to let Moe Malahi, since you just joined us, which of those four is by far the greatest play in Super Bowl history?
Gotta be Butler's interception. Has to be Butler's interception.
Yeah, that game was a roller coaster, and that play alone was just...
That's something that's not supposed to happen. It should have never happened, especially with beast mode in the backfield. That I was stunned, man. I was rooting for New England too. I turned around. I didn't even watch the play. I didn't even see it.
We were in AG's house, man. That was crazy. I remember,
Yeah, if you guys remember the play right before it, they had like a miracle play where he threw a deep ball.
Hit his leg.
Yeah, and hit his leg, and then he caught it. So that's why it was like a roller coaster. But quickly, you guys remember the safety Cam Chancellor from the Seahawks? He just came out with an article yesterday, and he said that he was like, that play, like we never recovered from it, even after the years that it happened. Like he said that Tom Cable, he's like they're on the sideline going crazy after the catch, so like they're ready to celebrate. And he said that the running backs or the O-line coach, Tom Cable, I'm sure you guys know the name.
Yeah.
That he
Former coach of the Raiders.
Yes. So, but right before the play call that Pete Carroll called, or I don't know who was the offensive coordinator or who made the decision.
Bevel was offensive coordinator.
Yeah. So he said that Tom Cable, before they said hike, he just went to the sideline and threw his headset, and he said the whole defense was looking like, what the heck? They didn't even call hike yet, and he was confused. And he was like, man, they better give it to 24. And they ended up throwing the ball, and it was an interception. So Tom Cable actually snapped before that play happened. And he said we never recovered since then, even after the years.
Wow, Cable snapped. Let that sink in.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but the play you said before, the guy made an unbelievable catch, but that was two plays before, because the play after they ran the ball to Lynch, and he got like 4 or 5 yards. He went from like the 7-yard line to like the 2-yard line.
That's true. That catch was at like the 10-yard line, 11-yard line.
Yeah.
It took him, and he got good yards. I mean, he got like 5 yards on first down or whatever. It took him down to the 1-yard line. But to me, that was probably the most impactful play. I don't think it was when you're talking about, that had the biggest impact because that won them the game. But I think the best play was the helmet catch, because it was 2 parts to that play. Eli Manning had to get out of the sack. He should have been sacked, and he got out of
They
it.
should have
And
that.
then,
They should
and
have
then,
that one, man.
and then he made out the catch with my man Rodney Harrison grabbing him. That was, to me, that's the best individual play I've ever seen.
I agree. Listen, to me, I agree with that only because all that had to happen in order to stop an undefeated season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. The game would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was big.
Offensive play and good defensive play.
Yeah, so Tony and Soofi got David Tyree. Moe Malahi got the Malcolm Butler. Ali, what do you got?
Yeah, I'd split it, man. I got to split offense and defense. The best
What do you
defensive
mean?
player of that.
There was still like 5 minutes left in the game, Tony.
Yeah, but to me, man, the Malcolm Butler.
No, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't. The Bucs caught the game with a touchdown. Like
That
like
basically stole. They stole a Super Bowl.
The play was at the 50-yard line. What are you guys talking about? There was still
Bro.
4 yards to go.
Doesn't
no.
matter, man.
First got a touchdown like 2 plays later.
Yeah,
It was about a minute. It was about a
like 2
minute
minutes
left.
left.
Yeah, it was real like no
I
time.
thought New England still had like 56 seconds on the clock to do anything.
Yeah, this is coming from the same guy that didn't watch the Butler interception. Go back to sleep.
Alright.
Hey, the Butler one, come on, man. Everybody knew it was over, man. Everybody knew it was over. I turned away because I was like afraid. What's wrong with you?
Moe T,
I know because you were afraid, right?
what you
You know
pick?
what,
Like you were cheesing in that dream.
Yeah. So Moe T, what did you pick on this one?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go with that catch from the Giants. I think David Tyree. Just because they beat the undefeated Patriots, and they basically beat a team that was bound to win the Super Bowl. But I mean, to my memory though, man, I don't know if you guys remember the James Harrison interception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a huge.
It was
Yeah. I remember that play because I just never seen a run like that, from a guy like that, 97 yards. And he scored,
Lineman, yeah.
Yeah, D-line, right. And I mean, I remember some good blocking, but I just remember him taking it to house and it changed the momentum of that game.
Yeah, it was right before. It was literally the last play before halftime. The Cardinals were trying to score, and then literally it flipped the opposite, and Pittsburgh ended up scoring.
What about the New Orleans game? That interception when the Colts were driving and that put them away too. That was a huge interception too.
A
Onside kick.
low key. Yeah, I was gonna say a low key play in that game was the onside kick right after halftime. I'm doing fire ice cream.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
Do we only have James up here for entertainment? Like, what is his opinion on all of this? Why
Well,
don't you guys ask him a sports question?
Yeah, well, because he stepped out. He's not here right now with us. That's why I didn't ask him. So, Uncle Eddie, what was your greatest individual play of all time?
Well, it's sad.
I swear, every time the camera goes back to this guy, he starts licking his lips.
Uncle Eddie was when he had a cheesecake and he had chips and dip. I know. I'm go ahead.
Hey, it saddened me because that year the Patriots had a perfect season, and I wanted them to top it off with that championship so bad. And then that Tyree catch, unbelievable catch. It just goes down in history and one of the best Super Bowl catches ever. So I would have to go with that catch by Tyree.
Well, there you guys go. And then I got 2 more questions. Obviously, we're going to end it with the Super Bowl question. And I skipped over this one, but I'm going to go back to it. Maybe if y'all want to quickly share your thoughts. Where is Deshaun Watson going to go? What is your opinion? Where do you think he'll go? I believe that he will get traded. I don't care what Houston says. Obviously, they're just trying to bluff right now. If I was a GM too, I'm going to say I'm keeping my players, obviously. So where is Deshaun Watson going? Let's see who I haven't heard from. And Moe T, I'm going to start off with you, Moe T.
I'm glad that you started off with me because when we're talking about Stafford and I said that he's going to a division with great quarterbacks and I told you San Francisco is not keeping Jimmy G, I'm going San Francisco, OT.
All right, there you go. He got Watson going to San Fran. I mean, that would be great for everybody involved. I'm going to let Tony, if you want to, go next. Where do you see Deshaun Watson going, Tony?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I really don't. I don't think he's going to go anywhere, believe it or not. I think he's going to try to hold out. Other teams are going to try to lowball them, and Houston's going to stick to their guns.
Okay. I would say that I have to disagree with that one. Uncle Ed, where do you see Deshaun Watson going?
I would love to see him come to Detroit. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen this year. It doesn't look good for us. But I can see him going to the Jets. I can see the Jets packaging up a nice little deal, including Darnold. And
Darnold?
They might be able to have the best offer.
All right, I did that. But where do you see Deshaun Watson going?
Deshaun Watson, I see him going. I look at teams that he was also interested in, and also were some of the teams that was interested in Stafford that didn't go through. Believe it or not, I feel like Miami or Carolina are very good options because they were going to offer their first to, well, Miami did offer for Stafford, but I like Miami can package maybe if they like Tua and because they got some first round picks from Houston, they could package back. But I like Carolina. Carolina was after Stafford, and they could probably be like, you know what, we got a nice little receiving core. We're gonna have C-Mac back, and I think they'll be able to fly. But I don't know if Watson want to go there. And then I was telling Mookie the other day, man, hey, the Raiders, they're like the sleeper, man. Nobody's talking about them, but John Gruden, man, he loves Watson, and he's gonna be there he's there for 10 years. So he's definitely going. He's got some say. He's got the owner's ear in his pocket. They could be the dark horse and sneak up and get him. But that's the teams I like. I like Chicago too. But I like Chicago, Carolina, and the Raiders as the.
That's a great play, man. I think Oakland can definitely, or Vegas can definitely sneak in there.
Yeah, I'm agree with you guys, man. I think that the Raiders are also the one because, like Ali said, John Gruden is there and they're ready to sell a house too. Like, I mean, they got the new stadium. They're trying to bring people there, and they got Derek Carr, who is a reasonable quarterback to like throw in there, obviously with some first round picks and now in the future too. Like, they don't care. Like, he'll do it. Like, you gotta pick a team that would actually do it. And I think John Gruden would do something like that. Soofi, who you got?
I think Miami probably makes the most sense just because they have a young quarterback that they can throw into the deal, and they got a lot of draft capital. And I don't know how they're looking like salary cap wise, but I mean, they traded a lot of their players and they cut a lot of salaries. Like with Sue, that was a lot of money. I think that was a couple years ago. And then Tunsil.
Yeah, they're good.
So they may have money. So I think they have financial flexibility. They got draft capital, and they got a young quarterback they could throw in the mix. So I wouldn't be surprised. And I think he said, that was one of the teams that he would be interested in. I also think Washington could be a player, man. I mean, they need a quarterback, and they have a good running back, a good young running back, a good young receiver. And I think they try to go after the Lions. And I heard they made a nice offer, but the Lions went with the Rams. But so who knows? They might, and there might be a team in the NFC that, Houston might not want to trade him to a team in the AFC. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Lions are idiots.
Why?
Because they essentially got 2 second-rounders and the contract of Jared Goff. Take the Carolina deal, at 8. I think they were 8, right?
Yeah.
You would have been able to draft Justin Fields. Come on, man. Like, what the hell are they thinking, bro?
7?
Lions are 7, Carolina at 8.
Yeah, Tony, the reasoning why is because Stafford didn't want to go to Carolina. They were being respectful of what he wanted as well as getting what the best offer was for them. They were ready to pull the trigger on Carolina, but they also wanted to honor what Matthew Stafford wanted, and he said he didn't want to go to Carolina. Yeah, it was a respect thing. Mo Malahi, where do you see Deshaun Watson going?
Oh my God, left jump! But I think he's gonna end up going to the Jets. I think the Jets with the Adams deal, because remember the Jets got I think 2 first-round picks for Adams. So the Jets got probably 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years, and Darnold. I hate to say the Jets, man, but I think it's gonna end up being the Jets.
I think Jets, Miami, and the Raiders are the top 3 options in my opinion. I feel like they're
Cal Malachi just jumped on the line. Woo! Jets.
He's gonna say the Knicks. He's gonna say the Knicks.
Alright,
that boy got excited when they beat the Lions.
Alright, so David Farver just said the Manningham play to me is one of the best throws I have ever seen. The throw and catch was perfect. David Farver talking about the Mario Manningham. The second time the Giants played the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And then
Right, the Santonio Holmes catch was better.
Yeah, and then Abraham said Watson to Jacksonville. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, that would be a great trade with Abraham. He said if he goes to Jacksonville and they get Lawrence and other deals as well. But that would be both great for both sides. So now that we're about to wrap up the show, because I don't want it to go more than an hour, hopefully, I want to ask you guys the big question that everybody probably wants to hear, and it's the important question, and it is, who will win the Super Bowl 55? You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you got the Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, if we're all across the board with the Chiefs, I know someone is not going to go with the Chiefs, and that someone is Mr. Tom Brady #1 fan, Uncle Eddie over there. So, Uncle Eddie, well, you know, Uncle Eddie, I'm going to wait on yours because I already know some people are probably going to go with the Chiefs. So, I'm going to start off with Moe
Mookie
Soofi.
ain't going with the Chiefs.
All right, so Moe Soofi, let's start off with Moe Soofi. Who's going to win the Super Bowl and why?
The Bucks are gonna win.
Political answer coming up.
The Bucks, I think, are gonna win, and because they have the GOAT. Brady's gonna finish the Cinderella season, man. He's gonna finish off what he started. He's gonna drop the mic at the end of the game, and it's over. Retire off to the sunset. You can't. If he wins, you cannot have a better ending than that. Cannot. Against the guy that they're gonna say is probably gonna be the next GOAT, to beat him and to retire in the first year in Tampa Bay, I don't.
In his prime.
In his prime, you know, people talk about, oh yeah, you know, it's like LeBron versus Jordan. It's like LeBron versus Jordan. Yeah, but right now, if LeBron played Jordan, LeBron would kill him. He could be a matchup. This guy's still doing it at 43, man. Who's not? I mean, dude, I don't know how.
So is Fahmy. Fahmy's still doing it at 43. You should have seen him yesterday, boy.
Yeah, but he ain't got no championship.
They ain't got championships, man. They ain't got no championships. Brady's got a freaking handful of them.
All right, so first of all, we got Fujo joining us, by the way. He just has to connect to the audio.
You know what's crazy? Everybody here acting like they got championships. Man, y'all all need to shut the hell up.
Hey, what you talking to?
Yeah, Tony, we got championships, Tony, around here, man. But Sophie, I just got a quick question for you. Somebody said if Tom Brady beats Patrick Mahomes this year, I mean on Sunday, that Patrick Mahomes, no matter what he does, no matter what Patrick Mahomes does in his career, he can never surpass Brady as a GOAT if Tom Brady beats him this year. Is that true?
Yeah. First of all, I don't think he's going to do what Brady did. I mean, just because of the longevity. I don't think he's going to be in the league over 20 years. You know, I mean, think about it. I mean, look at Peyton Manning. He's arguably top 5 quarterback. I mean, after year 13, he was going downhill, man. This guy played an extra 7-8 years afterwards and still balling. He's got this nice contract. He's got this nice window for the next 10, 12 years. And after that, I think he's going to go downhill. What Brady is doing, I don't think it's ever going to be done. In sports, maybe other than LeBron. That's it.
All right.
All right, now let me ask you this question. If Patrick Mahomes goes to 5 or 6 Super Bowls and undefeated, does he either go?
Dude, it's over. It's long term. It's not just 1 season, 2 seasons. The guy's done it for, dude, look at this, man. He's been in the Super Bowl 50% of his playing career, right? So he has the chance.
Kind of sounds like LeBron James.
Hey, listen, the odds of him making it to the Super Bowl are better than Jordan making a field goal. Jordan's field goal percentage is 49%. So the chance of him making the Super Bowl is better than Jordan making the shot. And people say he's the best player of all time.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah,
that was one of the worst comparisons ever.
Why?
Definitely Tom Brady has a real nice resume. But it's
100%.
We cannot count Mahomes. If he breaks all the passing records and all the touchdowns and all that kind of stuff, and he wins 4 or 5 Super Bowls, to me, championships is not the only criteria that's going to make him the GOAT. He's got all the stats.
It's way too early. It's way too early.
Championships to call him the GOAT.
It's way too early.
He doesn't have to go to 10 Super Bowls. If he wins 4 or 5, he beats Tom Brady. Especially with all the talent and with all the yards and the records.
Hey, but y'all acting like Brady's finished, bro. I mean, y'all acting like I think he's still got another.
Stop it! I saw you bring that jersey midway through the season. Calm down.
Hey, I'm telling you, my man, he threw 40 touchdowns this year. What are you talking about?
Hey, Tom Brady said next year is going to be even better than this year. That's what he said, by the way. He just want to throw that out there.
He's definitely playing next year.
If he's able to win it on Sunday, and he doesn't retire, he's an idiot.
Why?
Hey, who cares?
Why would he retire? He signed a 2-year deal.
Yeah, retire.
Everybody's coming back. The defense is coming back. Why would he retire? Why?
Why wouldn't he retire? What else do you have to prove?
Exactly. What do you mean? What do you have to prove?
What else? I mean,
Nothing.
Tampa Bay is
Nothing.
What else is there to prove? There's nothing.
Yeah, but if you're still able to play, keep playing.
I mean, you still got the whole team's
Man, the guy barely made it through the season.
What are you talking about?
and he goes 7-9, and this is on the playoffs. So what?
Sometimes, you know what?
It's not gonna be tarnished.
Sometimes legacies.
Sometimes tarnished.
Sometimes legacies do get tarnished a little bit when somebody overplays. Emmitt Smith played too long. You know, that's why people are saying, oh, Barry Sanders, because he walked away in his prime.
No, stop.
I'm telling you, man, when you play too long, like Jordan with the Washington Wizards, it's like, walk away.
Nobody knows. Jordan is not Jordan with the Wizards. He's not. Nobody ever says Michael Jordan and associates him with the Wizards.
But still hurt it a little bit because they didn't make the playoffs.
You know, he did have a 50-point game with the Wizards. He did.
But they didn't make the playoffs. 2 years, the 2 years he was there, they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
LeBron would have went to the playoffs. So what I'm saying is, if you win it,
Brady ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere, man. He ain't going nowhere.
No, listen. If he wants his legacy to live on, like where there's absolutely not even a question. I don't care how many Mahomes wins after that. Brady can walk off. If he wins and walks off, there's nobody that can top that. It's Jordan's last shot. Jordan's like imagine Michael Jordan if he didn't play with the Wizards. Like it wouldn't even be a question of LeBron or Jordan.
No, I disagree with that part because I think that Tom Brady's resume is even better than Michael Jordan's, by the way. I really feel like that because of all his success and all the times he actually got to the championships as well. But at the end of the day, thank you guys for that. But I just want to go back to the original question of who will win the Super Bowl. And Moe T raised his hand. He hit the raise your hand button, by the way. He's going back to school right here with that raise your hand button. So Mo Tizzle, who you got winning the Super Bowl this Sunday?
Yo, man, I love these guys so much, man, because when we debate, we go hard. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it just brought me back to the WhatsApp group that we got for basketball, because this is how it goes down.
Yes.
But listen, man, I lost a lot of money when I used to bet that with my heart. You know, my heart it says Tom Brady, but you know, I started winning money when I started using my mind. So once you guys start doing that, noticing what Mahomes is doing and what the Kansas City Chiefs are capable of and will do in the Super Bowl, and then you guys will realize that Mahomes is going to be the GOAT, you know, of football. I have the Kansas City Chiefs on money.
All right, so Moe T got Kansas City, Soofi got Tampa Bay. I'm going to move on to Mookie. Mookie, who do you got?
Hey, man, I got TB12, man. If that line is injured, KC's line is injured. I think Todd Bowles is gonna adjust to what happened the first game. I think Brady's gonna have a decent game, and I just there's too much firepower, man. I just think they're all gonna show up. Godwin's gonna show up. Evans gonna show up. Antonio Brown's gonna show up. Gronk's gonna give you that one important catch that he always does. I just think that it's a Cinderella season for him, man. I think they're gonna do it. I got Tampa Bay.
And by the way, one thing that we're not mentioning is Tampa Bay's home, believe it or not, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Hey, he's going with his heart. I'm telling y'all get a
100%. 100%. I'm going
I've been around
hard.
dudes in 1980.
Why the hell did you just get happy?
Because I'm excited. I keep picturing you. I keep picturing you next to me, Tone.
Hey, Abdullah said this Sunday's game will be exactly the same way Peyton Manning's Broncos lost to the Seahawks. Brady's going to get beaten very bad. That's Abdullah said that.
Bad. I think very bad.
Come on, that was a blowout.
I think it's going to be a good
From
game.
the first snap.
By the way, throw this out there. I know it's still early. It's Wednesday, but 75% chance of rain.
35-10.
75% chance of rain they're predicting. Just throwing this out there. Ali Tabit.
30.
I'm rooting for Tom Brady.
I don't know why you just like dimmed down Ali, but you
I said I'm rooting for Tom Brady and the Bucks, but I feel like the Chiefs are gonna win though.
Alright, so Ali got the Chiefs. We got 2 Chiefs so far, and we got 2 Bucks. So Tony, I'm gonna let you be the tiebreaker. Who you got?
Hey man, like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody here wants Tom Brady to win, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it. The Chiefs can put pressure on him. He doesn't play well when he has to move around. You know, I don't. KC just got too much firepower on offense, man. My man had over 200 yards in the first quarter, and then they
First half.
That game wasn't even first quarter.
First half.
First quarter.
First quarter moment I had.
First quarter, I think. He had him on his team.
Yeah.
First quarter?
Yes, first.
That's not gonna happen again, man. That's not gonna happen.
They played man-to-man. They're not going to do that again.
The Chiefs, it doesn't matter, play man-to-man. They're missing their two safeties. It's just that everybody talks about the offensive line for the Chiefs, man. But they don't, it's not like this year with KC, they haven't been playing like, long ball. It's really been short passes, quick strike. Kelsey's one of the, like the best tight end in the league. Tyreek's up there in the wide receivers. Mahomes got this. Bro, they can literally throw out receivers for Mahomes. He's going to make him look good. Andy Reid, he went from look at Andy Reid, man. You know what? Andy Reid is the perfect example of Matthew Stafford, okay? Inshallah, ya Rab. He goes to the Rams and he wins it and just shuts everybody up. Everybody was talking about how Andy Reid is mediocre. Oh, they get here. They never get over the top. They never do. He had McNabb. He had T.O. And then it was just a matter of being in the right position, man, at the right time, man. I love Andy Reid. I'm glad he...
They went to the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? They had success.
It doesn't matter. He didn't win it.
So what? Okay, has Stafford even won a playoff game, bro?
Hey, was Andy Reid considered one of the great coaches? No, he
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, the NFC championship game.
I want to say this. The grass is it's not always greener on the other side. It's not.
Five NFC championship
It
games.
doesn't matter. It wasn't good for Philadelphia. And they listen.
Philadelphia are idiots.
Listen.
Exactly. Philadelphia are idiots.
100%. And so
He would have drafted Mahomes. He would have drafted Mahomes in Philly.
Play fans.
True.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, how can you call Philadelphia idiots? Guess what? They did something. They won a Super Bowl without him. So what are you talking about? He was there long enough. He didn't win.
That's true.
Right,
He was there a Super Bowl without him.
Who's the
100%.
better
He had his chance.
So who's the better coach?
Did they win a Super Bowl without him?
Yeah, Philly just pulls the trigger on all their coaches. They just let go of Peterson this summer as well. So anyways, or this winter. Guys, that is all we're going to have for today. It is a weeknight, and, people like myself, we go to bed a little earlier in the day. So with that said, guys, thank you so much. Soofi, Tony, Ali, Moe T, Uncle Ed chimed in. Moe T was here. James Mubb. Who else we had?
James Mubb was there?
Yeah, James Mubb was here. And he only said one thing, Moe
would have been better.
He just
Didn't
said...
he say?
Would have been better.
He just
Larry
said...
Mike would have been better.
He just said one word, and he said... Larry Mike. Not one word. He just said one sentence, and he kept on saying, Tony is a douche. Tony is a douche. That's all he kept repeating. So...
Hey, Tom, would you catch up him? Is $11 for Poland, bro?
Hell no, I ain't paying him shit.
That was $13. $13.
$13.
Alright. Well, guys, again, thank you guys. Thank you those that are watched. And hopefully you guys all have a great Super Bowl, and we'll see each
Hey,
other.
Soofi, man, hope you feeling better, bro.
Hey, thank
Cobra
you.
got that 2020 vision.
2015, baby, coming at you.
All right, 2015. Hey, if anybody wants a script, go get your eye exams over at Pearl Vision and set yourself up for that Cobra special.
There you go. And
If you break down going to the vision, call BMI.
Baby, you call me a salesman, dude.
Hey, and if you hungry waiting for a tow truck, call Koenig Cafe, 875-2233.
Alright, there you go. Aiden Farver said, can we have this again before the Super Bowl? I guess we'll see. Again, thank you fellas for doing this, and we will see each other soon, inshallah.
Wait, hold on. We got one more. We got one more advertisement.
Go ahead, I didn't...
Looking for a date. Call James Mubb.
Alright.
How dog it?
Alright, guys. We're going to have a green one. Take it easy.
Yalla.